This is not a show. This is an experience. Hi, this is PV Roundtable Talks. My name is HD.
My name is Sabra.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Bailey.
Y'all ready to talk about it?
Let's talk about it. All right. So last episode, they briefly touched on social media and using it as a platform for yourself. But this episode, I want to dive deeper into that. And I want to know how you are different on social media versus real life.
I think real life we're different as you define yourself. How you see yourself can be different in different environments. And social media is sort of an environment when you think about it. That's a whole platform where people see you and you have to go based on how they see you. So there are some people who are confident enough and have a strong enough self-concept that they don't feel the need to differentiate between their internet self and their public self because, who I am is who I am and you're going to accept me regardless. But on social media, there are a million different people who have different selves and you see all that and you intake all that and that kind of feeds into how you define yourself. Does that feed into how y'all define yourself?
Yeah, most definitely. I do feel like social media, like there is like an image some people have to uphold, you know what I'm saying? It influences some of the things you do. And then it's like social media is just a picture, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta make it look perfect,
Exactly.
People when they on trips, they might struggle to get to the trip, but they gonna take a picture and make it seem like it was cookies and cream getting to the trip, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like social media is just a pretty, you only showing the good rather than in real life you're not posting about those late nights that you having or the hardships that you're going through. It's not all peaches and cream in real life than it is on social media.
You don't see the
it's
journey.
all about that dopamine, the effect that you get from social media,
But then also you have to look at the aspect of like now it's like you have young kids that got like social media and it's like they look up to like certain, like just say for athletes, for instance, like athletes, you can't get on there just cussing and doing like what you do in your normal life because you got kids looking up to you, trying to model after you and be after you. So it's just like more so it's like you got to present yourself a certain way around them. And then like in your inner circle, that's when you can really be yourself because like you can't let anybody in your inner circle.
Yeah, I definitely relate to that because I have multiple Instagram accounts. I really do. I have a business account, I have a personal account for my pictures when I look cute, and I have two spams because not everybody can everybody can be in one spam, and that close friends is not enough. I have two spams, and it's all different parts of me. Because I don't feel like every part of me should be available to all people at all times, But since I am a comm major, since I do want to do media, I have to know how to use it. I have to be a part of it, and that starts now. So my business account, it's me being amazing on camera. My personal account is me looking amazing on camera. And some of my spams is just what's going on up there. But aside from that, I want to know how you feel, how much you feel is necessary to be shared on the internet.
Me personally, I think it all depends on your account. So like if you got a private account, then you are in control about who's viewing your post and liking your stuff. And then rather than it's public, everybody can see it. So if it's public, I feel like it really just what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, if I want a private life, which I got a spam page myself. So it's everything I do myself, I'm gonna keep it in my that I don't really want everybody seeing. I'm gonna keep it in my spam, or rather than. If I got a public account, I got to keep it professional, because this is my image. This is who people see me as,
I feel like I'm the one person without a spam.
No, I ain't got no.
I have a close friends, but I hardly even use that. I have a thing about like transparency and like you said, like a certain level of transparency. You may not, and like you said, like showing the journey. I share a certain amount of the journey just to I feel like we shouldn't put these fake images out on social media because it gives a fake idea about what we should be and who we are. And I don't want anybody coming up to me thinking I'm one person when this is really who I am and you're just shocked now. Like, no, this is who I am. This is what you get. Accept it or don't. Follow me or don't. Block me or don't. But, it's who I am and you get what you get. But at the same time, I can't show all of me like the me that I be at parties. You're not finna see that on my Instagram. You're gonna see the version of me that's like, cause I'm a president, I got 2 jobs, I'm a student, and I be looking a little cute some days at school. So I take pictures. I take pictures when I go out on dates. I'm a girlfriend. I be taking pictures with my mama and my siblings. You see that all these things. I'm a real family oriented. I even got my cat posted on there. but I have a level of transparency that I give. It's just enough to let you know who I am, but not to let you know like my best friends see who I am. You know?
Yeah.
So I know, like, so more so with me is like I have a lot of family members that follow me. I have church members that follow me. So it's like out of respect, I just post like just regular stuff on my regular stories. But like my close friends, that's more so like my inner circle, like the people that really know me personally and everything is like that. So I can really just be myself inside there. Cause like you don't want to share too much information with certain people that you know of but not know. Then they just take the wrong image and just portray you as a different person.
It was funny what you said about the family and the church people, because even with that,
the first ones to judge, like that.
And I'll be respectful, but at the same time, it's like I kind of want my family to know who I am too. Like this is what you get, just as the same with everybody else. This is what you get. Love me or don't. And I'm not gonna be too, crazy or nothing. But I'll give you the gist of who I am.
See, my thing be different from social media apps. Like on Facebook, you get a different version of me on Facebook. Twitter, you might get a different version of me on Twitter. Instagram, I'm a whole like Instagram, I'm a young person on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I might, on Facebook, I might be more family oriented. Then Twitter is just Twitter all over. Twitter is Twitter. But yeah, most definitely for sure.
I think that's really cool because how you mentioned being different on different forms of social media. I want to talk about Be Real. Who has Be Real? I have Be Real.
Is that thing where you take pictures and all your friends can see it?
Yes, Be Real. It gives you a notification at a random time of the day, and you're supposed to take a picture of what you're looking at, and then it takes a selfie of you. And that was like all the rave, like last year. It's still kind of going on right now. I just took a Be Real before the show started. It's supposed to be a way to break that boundary and break that wall down so that you can actually see what's going on in somebody's real life. No filters,
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's a smart idea. Like the idea is there definitely. But isn't that one where you only see like your friends, or like you won't have strangers following you off of there? I'm not sure how the app works because I don't have it.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
I have it on just my friends because I don't want strangers seeing.
So
what
it's
I'm
the
doing
same as
in
like
real
private
life.
Instagram and public.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the concept is definitely there for sure. Like you take a picture in the moment, people can see what you're doing in the moment, but at the same time, it's like you still can't see the journey. I feel like a video was more transparent with that. You can see like that's kind of why I like the day in my life or the not the get ready with me, but the day in my life, so you can see what people are going through, their journey, how they move throughout the day and what they're really like. I love transparency on social media. So that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah. Cause I would like say more so with me, it could be good or it could be bad. The good sense is like people could see like, oh, okay, it's kind of relatable. But like the bad, it's like people perceive a certain image and it's like they just think that they know you. Cause it's always some people that be like, I know you, that's like you don't know me personally. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like me personally, I ain't got that app. So I don't, you know what I'm saying, Be Real. I like a private life because private life is more peaceful. I feel like when you portray a certain image on social media, it's like you got to keep that same type of. It's like another job almost. It's like you got to keep that same image and everything like that. So I just stopped posting. It's just like I just live my life how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
And they go off of that. Nah, for real. To go off what you were saying, like Be Real. You said it's more like a transparency app. You were saying, like
it's supposed to be like the concept was show what you're doing right now.
Yeah, I just feel like as people, we just really got to understand too, like. It's everybody going through something. Even if they might seem like you say they might be the happiest on the ground, but like in real life, they might be going through something. Like everybody can wake up one morning, tire on flat. Now I gotta get out there and change it. Like we all normal, so like that Instagram is or any social media app, most people just probably on there trying to, like you say, uphold an image or give out a something, a false narrative, anything. So you really don't know what people actually might be going through.
I think the concept of Be Real is super cool because on my Instagrams and stuff, like I like to post only when things are happening. Like on my public Instagram, I like to post only when things are happening because I don't like to post too much. But my Be Reals, it's a lot of me just doing homework because my life isn't always exciting. A lot of the time I'm just in my room. I'm just watching TV. I'm just doing homework. I might be in class. That's most of life. And I feel like we on social media try to make it look like we're always doing something, like we're always active, like our life is always happening. We're constantly going and going and going. And you might be going and going and going, but you might be going from class to class to the
Yeah.
library. It's not always exciting.
Yeah, most definitely.
I feel like that's something you should know and think about before you even get on social media, or while you're on social media. You should understand this is just like someone's moment in their life. This is just a picture. You don't know what they're going through, and some people can't process that, so then they try and like create an image of that. And that happens a lot with, someone mentioned, celebrities and athletes. These aren't their full life stories. This is not everything that you're seeing. You know, someone may post a long caption, but not even everybody's reading that caption. So they're not even getting the full journey that they could be getting. You need to understand before you interpret or intake these ideas and these images that this is not someone's life. Everybody's going through something, like you said. And you need to think about that before you try and make that who you are.
I think we keep talking about the word perception and perceiving people on social media. And I like that you brought up athletes, and I like that you brought up not internalizing that, because we try to make our lives like the people that we see on Instagram. We get insecure and we try to judge ourselves based off of what they're doing, not realizing that, like you said, it's just a moment. Everybody has their moment. Everybody has a time. And a lot of the times, these influencers on Instagram, some of them will be honest with you. They schedule these times to post these things. And then they take all the other time, they make social media their entire life. Social media is their job. So their only way to do stuff on social media is to make money off of what they're doing and what they're posting. So if that is your life, then that's cool. But a lot of us don't have that luxury. A lot of us have 9-to-5 jobs. A lot of us are in school. We can't always keep up with what's going on. We can't always be in Cancun. What are y'all doing in Cancun?
Not for real.
Teenagers.
But like you were saying, and I'm really anxious to get into this part of our topic, is the way we perceive relationships. Like, we're all talking about perception and how we the word you use, not intake, but internalize. How we internalize things. And I think that happens a lot with relationships. People see this, and now everybody wants a little boyfriend, girlfriend, and they're not really actually looking at themselves and being ready for one, which is how people end up getting cheated on all that other stuff. We're in college. We all know about these relationships and all this stuff. Some people are loyal, some are not. But we try and create the image, not just in ourselves, but in our relationships, of how we should act, and how we should act, not just in romantic relationships, but with our family members, and how we are with our friendships. And it used to be like, I would see these girlfriend groups where it would be like 6 girls, and it's just like, oh my gosh, we're having so much fun. You know, we're in Cancun. Me and my friends, we ain't got money for Cancun. We're lucky we get a little Airbnb up in Houston, have fun. And it's about 4 of us that's been down for 3 years, you know. And I'm cool with my 4 because I know my 4 is solid. And although those girls may have 6, I'm solid with my 4. And you have to. It's a lot about being secure in yourself and your relationships.
Nah, for real. I feel like if you let social media be the standard of your life, like it'll go down. Cause like I say, some people get in relationships and they thinking they definition of love is based off something of social media. Like, if you not doing certain things, then you might not be doing what, you know what I'm saying? And social media setting the standard, rather than people taking away real life situations and comparing it to social media situations, and that's leading to like a lot of unhappy relationships, a lot of broken relationships.
A lot of times, like, I'm not generalizing certain females, but it's like most, like a lot of females in today's age, like, they see a lot of women. There we go. Let me correct myself. I'm sorry. A lot of women in today's age, is like they perceive a certain image from like how the female how the women on social media getting all these gifts and everything from their man. It's just like they want the same energy, and it's like most of them are not down to stay with their process of like the man getting the money, like, you know what I'm saying, started from the bottom, then getting up. It's like more so they want the dude to just have the money right away. So it's like a lot of times they see all these Birkins. You're not finna meet everybody that just got their money like that. Like, and then most of the time, them same females that perceive themselves as, oh, they getting all this, they don't even be happy with their significant other. They're just being there for the money, and it's just like people look at it as a money standpoint rather than like a love standpoint.
I agree.
I absolutely agree. And I'm loving this conversation we're having, and we're going to come right back to it after this roundtable roundup.
Hello, everyone. My name is Janari's House, and welcome to KPVU Roundtable Roundup. Let's go. Go for a movie or music?
Music.
All right, bet. Music. Bet. I got you. So, I want to know what is the name of Lil Wayne's debut studio album? Number 1, Carter 1. 2, The Block is Hot. 3, No Ceilings. Or D, Sorry for the Wait.
No ceilings.
Nah, buddy. It was The Block is Hot, man.
I knew it was either The Block is Hot. Ooh.
So, which movie was based off a true story? A, Friday the 13th. 2, Halloween. 3, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or
Texas
4,
Chainsaw Massacre.
Saw. Okay, you already knew it. You correct. Here you go, man. Look at that. The question is, name 3 Ice Cube movies he played in.
Friday.
Okay, that one, of course.
Friday number 2.
Friday number 2.
What, Friday 3? Hey, all of them, huh? Nah, Friday. And, what's the Compton movie called? Straight Outta Compton.
All right,
Ooh.
Music.
yeah.
I'm picking movies.
All right, cool. Okay, which movie is based off a true story? A, Friday 13th. B, Texas Chainsaw. C, Halloween. Or D, Saw.
That nigga said Halloween. Friday the 13th. Huh? Nah, Texas Chainsaw. I'm tripping.
Oh.
Texas Chainsaw.
I'm about to say. Cool. Name 3 Ice Cube movies, and you cannot say the same one 3 times.
Okay. NWA.
Oh, what's the movie called?
NWA. Is that not a Ice Cube movie?
It's not called that though. You're close.
Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah. That's
Okay. Friday.
That's 2.
Ride Along.
Okay.
Come on now. What I get?
Could have got more than one. Honestly, could have got more than one.
Oh,
Who's known for the album College Dropout? A, Jay-Z. B, Nas. C, Kanye West. Or D, Lil Baby.
C.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it right. Yay.
No.
Welcome back. So we were just talking about being perceived on the internet, and I wanted to flow into how pages on the internet, like the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, things like that, how those are perceiving or influencing our perception of the people that we see, like the athletes and the celebrities that we were talking about earlier.
They make them look horrible most of the time.
Mhm.
I know sometimes the Shade Room might post like a little nice sentimental sweet moment, but for the most part the Shade Room is just to create more drama, and these are people at the end of the day. Like these are people's lives that y'all are affecting, and now they got paparazzi and everybody on them and stuff.
Yeah,
they don't need that.
Yeah, for real, I agree. Yeah, the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk. Yeah, and then like I do, it don't do nothing but open up more room for more hate. And the hate come from regular people that's dealing with the same problems. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with the same problems that these people dealing with. But since we didn't, as people made these people, put them on a pedestal, made them seem like they're this much person, much of a better person, then you can just turn them down. You know what I'm saying? You can just tear this person down. When in reality, they human just like we are, you know?
Exactly.
And I would say, like, with all the Shade Room and all this going on, that's why people reflect and draw back of having 2 different types of social media, like that in real life versus social media. Because like you can't put everything like celebrities. You got to think about it. Celebrities, they can't go around nowhere. Like they go around, cameras on them. They can't date nobody. Cameras on them. There's news reporters out there. It is on them. So it's more so like they got to live their life secretly, and they can't live how they want to live. And it's kind of hard for them to get judged a certain way because everybody going, oh, he doing this. Like, I don't want to bring it up, but it's like, it just got to be brought up. Like, just like with the Tory Lanez situation. I'm not saying what he did was right or anything like that. Don't say that I ain't condoning none of that.
Nah,
but it's just like, the simple fact is just like, you see how fast like social media was to bash him off of something like that. So it's just like, basically what I'm saying is just like, was how Shade Room and everything is set up. Yeah, you're going to get bashed real fast. Like, people going to judge you real fast.
And it sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It has me thinking about things with like Ja Morant and how Michael Jackson used to cover his kids up with a shade, and how Halle Bailey just hid her whole pregnancy because she didn't want everybody in her business. Like stuff like that. Celebrities have to implement certain actions and whole practices.
Yeah.
So that they don't end up, so that their business is not just out on the street for everybody to see.
When it comes to the shade room and things like that, I don't read the comments. I cannot read the comments because, like you said, they leave room for so much hate, and it gets me because they'll always be so shady. It's the shade room. They be so shady, and then they put in the bio, "We do not condone bullying or hate speech." Yes, you do. You're insinuating it. You are making it happen. You are like, roommates, what do you think? They think whatever you tell them to think.
And then the captions be crazy.
The caption is always crazy. And then this they pass it off as just journalism. They're like, oh, we have journalistic integrity. We're being journalists. Y'all are being messy. This is messy and it's rude. And also they post people that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
They be like, why is everybody famous now? Everybody is famous. And I barely read any of the posts. If it's not the Grammys, I don't know what's happening on the shade.
And now that you talking about journalism, it do take a certain level of research to post the stuff that they post, but although some of that stuff does not be backed up by research, so it's not journalism. And along with you talking about spreading hate, we need to spread more love in this world. We already got enough going on. Why are we spreading more hate? I don't understand it, but not everybody is empathetic or sweet or like trying to spread love in this world. Some people just need something to do with their lives because they're bored. And you know, what's that saying? People love a hater. It's something loves company. Misery loves company. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. And that is exactly the shade room right there. The most miserable people love some company, and they find it on the shade room.
And they got roommates.
They got roommates.
With that Omale situation where his girl left him to go on stage, it's like, I don't feel like that had to blow up how it blew up, if that makes sense. Because like, at the end of the day, he's a man. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? As a man, we can only go through so much. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? You get to the social media part, you got Kasanag bringing him on stream, doing 20 versus 1. And the same, it's like, it's good notoriety, but at the same time, it's just like, it's still like hate, you know what I'm saying? It's like embarrassing. Like, as a man, it's like,
it's terrible.
Everybody gonna look at you, oh, your girl was the one. But it's like more so like, in reality, a lot of relationships happen like that, but they just, you know what I'm saying, the ones that they see, they just want to post, you know, they just looking for stuff to post about.
Because when it comes to social media, for us, watching it through a screen is going to go away in 15 minutes. It'll be over in a week. We'll be talking about something else. But for him, he's going to be thinking about that forever. He's going to be thinking about that for the longest time.
And we don't even know their relationship dynamic.
We don't.
Like, they could have a whole open relationship and everybody out here judging. He could have been, girl, go on hunt, have your time, you know? And we don't know that. That's not what they talking about when they behind the door.
Exactly. And we as strangers fed him our opinions. He don't even know us. Exactly. He doesn't even know
he probably just thought he was just taking his girl to show her a good time. She even do all that.
And then she went straight up there.
I was been hurt too. I was like, man, ain't
but
no
the
way.
thing, the shade room has been blowing up a lot right now is the Wendy Williams situation. She's been diagnosed with dementia. And the shade room is talking a lot about should we now feel bad for her because of this diagnosis? Because y'all know she had the Wendy Williams show. She likes to talk about things that are happening in the world. She talks about celebrities. She dishes out a lot of dirt. She's real messy. But a lot of the time when people talk about her, she can't really take it. That's how it's perceived. She can't really take the dirt that's dished on her. But what do you think? Should we feel bad for her?
Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this, because it's like, I used to be one of those persons that be like, I don't like people that like love to talk about people, and then like when it backfires, they don't like to, you know what I'm saying, reciprocate the same type of energy. But with her, I actually did my research on her, you know what I'm saying? And I actually feel bad for her. It's just like, at the end of the day, she's a human being. At the end of the day, she's a successful black woman, you know what I'm saying? Successful black queen, you know what I'm saying? So it's more so like, now it's just like, you got to understand, she came from sexual assault. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's traumatizing to somebody already. And not only that, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? We know all the cocaine and all, you know, some of the drugs that was brought up afterwards. But it's like more so, you know, like how we have our own inner circle with people. It's just like she had her inner circle with people. And instead of helping her during that time, they weren't supporting her. Then also, it was rumors like of her ex-husband, Mr. Hunter, you know what I'm saying? They saying he was living a double life. So we don't know what was going on behind closed doors. So maybe like her way of like you know what I'm saying, taking in everything was like to be real defensive and talk about other people's problem and not look herself in the mirror. And like most of us now, we look so like, oh, that's what she get, but it's really not that. At the end of the day, never supposed to bash somebody when they're down already.
Yeah.
It's never good to kick somebody when they're already down. So more so, I would say like at the end of the day, it's just like she's really a normal person. I would hate to see somebody like that, but I got to understand at the end of the day where she come from. Like everybody not come from the same circumstances, so it's just like
And on the side of spreading hatred and love, we were just talking about that. And regardless of how controversial her opinions may have been, she is still human, you know, and we should have sympathy for someone going through a struggle, you know, like that is a person, regardless of what they say, regardless of how it may have made you feel, this is a person going through something hard. And if it's not your business, back up from it. But like, if you gonna spread hate, don't do it. Don't get online to do it. She's a person. She already going through enough. Why kick her when she's down?
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Yeah. And I think it really comes into separating her from her show, separating her from how she is on social media. Because like you said, behind closed doors, she is just Wendy Williams. She's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's mother. Her son even came out and spoke about it and how he felt about how people were speaking about his mother. And we have to remember that when we talk about people, their family can see this. This is social media. It's open to the internet. Your comments are public. So even if you think you're just talking about this specific person, everyone else can see it. And they made a documentary about her life. And like you said, she went through so much. It was the drugs, it was the sexual assault, her being a survivor. And I really do believe that her being defensive was a coping mechanism because she had no other choice. But like I said, separating that from this right now, she is Wendy Williams on the talk show. And now she just happens to be Wendy Williams with dementia.
Exactly.
That's different.
And then also you gotta look at it in the state. It's like we're judging celebrities to a higher standard, but it's like we're not looking ourselves in the mirror. It's like we're not just like, oh, what am I doing to get better? It's like we're more so just putting our judgment around like social media because we're supposed to hold them to a higher standard. Right. Yeah, she's a different person on the show. That's how everybody is. But like in real life, she's just like one of us. And if we think about it, we all have like Wendy Williams in our, our life that we could be, reflecting off of. But instead of us like trying to lift them up, we're bashing their name too. So it's just like,
absolutely.
And it does make me think about like, what would you want someone to say if it was you? Like when people are under these comments saying all this stuff, would you want someone to say that to you while you just realizing you going through dementia? You would not want someone to say that to you. You would be heartbroken in your bed. Don't like, and we're taught when we're young, a lot of us are. Some of us are not. And I feel like that falls into how people act on social media. You got to give respect to get it. Treat people how you want to be treated. Those simple lessons mean a lot in a person's life. And if they actually take those lessons in and carry that through their life, treat someone how you want to be treated. And if these people were getting treated how they treat others on social media, they would not be okay. And dang, and now that I'm saying that, you talking about Wendy Williams treating people how she want to be treated, does that mean we should still treat her like that though? No.
I treat people how I want to be treated no matter what. She has not spoken on me, but she has spoken on people that I like, that I look up to. But how I feel about that is she has her opinions, I have mine. Wherever we end up, wherever we go, I'm going to treat her how I want to be treated because that's the kind of person I am. It doesn't matter the kind of person she is because she doesn't have an effect on me.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to take in anything that she does. I'm not going to take in anything that anybody else does. If it involves hate, if it involves being negative, I don't do that because that's not the kind of person I am. And I feel like that comes into how you perceive yourself. And like you said at the beginning, your self-concept. And you have to be committed to your self-concept enough to hold yourself to a higher enough standard to stick to who you are and not let these people get you out of character.
But then I got to look at it in a certain way. Like she was the shade room before the shade room. So it's just like basically her show is basically off of like what's popping, what's the hot topic. So it's just like you can't more so look at it like just like having the shade room, having a live show. They're gonna do the same exact thing. But it's just like she just get bashed because whenever they bash back at her, it's like, oh no, go in defense. I mean, everybody do that. I know I catch myself doing it. Like, I just say, like, for instance, like I say something, and then somebody come at me crazy. I'd be like, hold on, now you need to come at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
I remember when it was Wendy Williams versus TMZ.
Man.
In the early 2000s, they was going back and forth. And it was just so dramatic how they were coming at her. And it was a really big thing not because she was Wendy Williams, but a lot of people, even the people who weren't necessarily her supporters, were thinking like, why are y'all bashing this Black woman?
Mm-hmm.
She has a platform and now she's being bashed. She worked really hard for this show and now she's being bashed. She's being followed. They're making stories about her. Her name is in the headlines, and TMZ is still up and running. Not as much as not as much as the Shade Room. Okay, their Shade Room has taken over, but TMZ is still doing their dirt, you know, and they're still moving like that. And I feel bad for her, as coming from a Black woman's perspective, coming from a Black woman in the media's perspective, and coming from just a human perspective.
Exactly.
I feel bad for her for having dementia, but I'm separating that, like I said again, from the other stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're a messy influencer and you live the messy influencer life. But that's different than having empathy for your new diagnosis.
From what you're saying, it brings up the question in me, why do we find, well, not we, I don't, but why do so many people find spreading hatred or, you know,
in reality, like a lot of people just not happy with themselves.
Go to therapy.
You know, because like if you happy with yourself, then why would you be happy with putting somebody else down? You know what I'm saying? It should be all love. It should always be uplifting. You know?
It should.
So that's how I feel. Most people just not happy with themselves.
Yeah,
I agree.
It be that, and then they be having too much pride. Like, they hate when somebody is like on the same level as them. They want to be the superior. You know what I'm saying? They want to be above them. So it's just more so like it's good for them. It's like, because I have people like that in my life that try to like bash everybody and like try to put themselves like above us. Right. And it's more so like, dang, it's like I don't treat nobody like that, because I like to treat everybody the same and equally. I like to treat everybody with the same respect. So it's just more so like when you see people like that, it makes you feel some type of way. Because I know we probably didn't saw Wendy in that type of way. Sometimes it was like, dang, it's like I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to feel sympathy, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, so you see what she did, but at the end of the day, it's like everybody's still human, so you got to treat them with the same, you know, same type of respect.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
But why are so many people okay? Well, you kind of just answered, but like, how can you be okay inside of yourself with bringing someone else down just so that, you know, now they on your level? If someone else is, you know, up there, you should be surrounding yourself with that kind of person so you can get up there. Or if they on your level, become friends with that person. You know, y'all can bounce ideas off of each other, but a strong self-concept.
Yeah, like you were saying, some people want to be superior to some people, and then again, if I'm at the bottom, down up, some people don't mind pulling you down there to the bottom with them.
Yeah.
So we can all be the same. We can all feel the same. You know, some people want that, and then like I say, and then some people also want to feel superior. So they could be the thing right there. Like, yeah. I don't want to say that. Yeah, I don't want to say
People only want to see you succeed when they're doing better than you.
Right.
And that's a big problem right there. Right. And there's a lot of division on the internet. We have to remember our world is just full of division.
Right.
And so when everyone in the world can come together in this space and they have such a good forum to say whatever they want and just free speech it all over the place, because, you know, there's in Texas right now and some other state that I can't remember, they're passing laws and they're trying to regulate the free speech on the internet. And that's a big problem that we're facing right now.
You kind of just answered it for me, but I was going to ask, how do we fix the problem? Like you said, it's a problem in the world as a whole, bringing each other down, everybody wanting to be in power. And that goes all the way up to government and why we start wars and all this other stuff. And it's a question not asked often enough, obviously, because the same stuff keeps happening in history. Why do we keep bringing each other down? Why do we keep hating on each other? Why is nobody trying to, like, not nobody. There are a lot of people trying to spread love, but like, how do we get more people okay with spreading love instead of spreading hate?
Find God.
That's a good answer.
That is an answer, but like coming from someone who doesn't necessarily, well, I mean, I believe in God, but like I do believe in God. It's just not from a religious perspective, but I do believe like you should attach yourself to a higher power, but that doesn't work for everybody. Sometimes you have to attach yourself to yourself.
Right.
Yeah. And for some of us, that does include finding God and finding the higher power. But for others, it simply comes within yourself and what you believe you have.
I think love and respect definitely have to be taught, love and respect has to be internalized. And just as a society, we just have to make it our mission to do this, if not for other people, for ourselves.
Yeah.
Because if you are full of hate, that's all you're going to be. It's going to take over your whole life, your heart, your head. It's just going to be everything that you are. And so you have to want to be better for yourself. And I thank you guys so much for this amazing conversation. I absolutely love it. And I absolutely love the fits. Come on, y'all. We look good. Color coordination. And that's all we have for Roundtable Talk today. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week.